And welcome back to Pop It. It's a pop culture game show that goes really quick, so don't worry, we won't be here too long. Back again, once again, we can't keep him away from this show. The one, the only, Shady in Chicago, Brendan. Brendan, how you doing?
I'm doing so lavinous. That's a made up word that I found on Google, but I'm living life and it's nippy out.
I was lavinous too until I went to Planned Parenthood and got that checked out. Moving over. Moving over, a new player enters the ring, and I'm so excited because I've heard so much. The TikTok is on fleek. The Instagram is pretty. Let's hear it, everyone, for Grant. Welcome, Grant. How are you?
Um, no autographs. I'm kidding.
Oh, no, and I had a pen ready just in case. Oh, no. I'll put that pen away. Well, you guys know how it goes. We have 5 topics. Actually, today, 6 topics because there's so much juicy things happening right now. We had to talk about it. Each player, Brendan Grant, gets 30 seconds to talk about this topic, whatever they want to say, and then I'll kind of maybe give my own opinion because I'm loud and I'm opinionated. So let's jump right into it from the top. Beloved 70s and 80s queen of funk Chaka Khan slams auto-tune singers. She said some singers need to get a job at the post office because they're always hiring. Ooh. Does Chaka Khan make a point? Is there any package superstars that you think should be handling packages? Brendan, your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, first of all, I had no idea who this woman was until Rebar told me about her. And second of all, like her voice probably sounds like a bag of Lay's potato chips if she's that old and dissing people that are using like auto tune. Like I said, like, is she even relevant? I have no idea who the heck she is. And who is she to diss people who are essential workers who are actually giving her mail? Actually, she probably doesn't know because people aren't sending her any fan mail. So
Oh my goodness, we're off to a fiery start. Grant, I feel like you maybe have more of a historical appreciation for Chaka Khan. I'm not sure, but what's your take on Chaka Khan versus the auto-tune pop stars?
I think first off, she's irrelevant because she's not using autotune. And like the fuck? Anyways, I don't even know her name. Still don't know it. Won't ever know it because it'll never meet the radio station because she don't use autotune. And I think this was also like one of those X Factor moments where the guy was like, and that's why I don't use autotune and you do. And it's like she's just like calling out bullshit. But then again, it's like, who are you?
You guys, everybody, oh my God, Chaka Khan is so awesome. I saw her live. It was phenomenal. But I do think there's a point here, maybe not necessarily working at the post office, but there are some people that you're like, how'd you get into this industry? And then I go to
Yeah.
Wikipedia and I see their parents have Wikipedia pages. And then I know why they're in the music industry because they got that money, honey.
Yeah.
Anyway, rumors are apparently sparkling that Glee is set to return. And then more news came out that Justin Timberlake was originally cast for Mr. Schue. What a mess. There's so much going on. Grant, we'll go back to you on this one. 30 seconds. What do you think about the Glee return and all this Glee news lately?
I've never watched whatever that is. I don't know what that is. I think isn't it a show about being gay? Isn't it like gay though?
It's very gay.
Yeah, I think a lot of my gay friends talk about Glee. Brendan, you have something to say, honey?
Are we gonna go over to Brendan? Brendan, I don't know if you want to talk about the Glee return or whether Grant didn't know about Glee. I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, so Glee was one of my favorite shows like growing up, and it was like a coming of age. Is that how you describe it? I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, Glee Live was my first concert with my little sister, and I sobbed the entire time. And Mr. Schue's character was always kind of weird, and I'm not a fan of Justin Timberlake either, but like I would probably like freak out if that was actually true. Like, please don't lie to me about this. It was so good.
That's your time, Brendan. Okay,
Hey,
I got it.
I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't think I've heard anything more gay in my life.
Well, first off, this Glee news. I looked at that Glee reboot news like Leah Michelle. I couldn't read it. I didn't want to read it. I was unable to read it. But two, another thing too is, was there something in the water back when Glee was on that we all watched that show? Because that show is awful. I'm so like, I feel like we're all on some government conspiracy. Like they're putting like LSD in the water. I don't know, man. I don't know why we watched it. I don't know why we're going back. And no offense, Justin Timberlake is Mr. Schue. It makes a lot of sense. It really does. I feel like there's like a missing mystery that got solved this weekend.
Literally.
Halloween was here, and so many celebrities donned looks. Who was your favorite celebrity look this year? Brendan, we're gonna go back to you first.
My favorite celebrity look, I would say, would be Kendall Jenner and the cucumber because she turned it into a huge internet meme without even trying to do so. And I thought it was like really slay, and also like cucumbers make you skinny. So like I think that's a reason why I really like that. But also someone has to teach her how to like do some like basic culinary skills because one day she's gonna be chopping off a finger.
All right, moving on to Grant. Grant, who had the best Halloween costume?
Brendan, you stole mine. I would definitely say, since Brendan stole mine, that I don't know. Machine, no, because there's a lot of controversy around theirs. Yeah,
Heidi
maybe
Klum in the worm.
who?
Heidi Klum dressed as a worm.
Stop stealing mine, Brendan. You're stealing everybody's answers.
Literally.
Stop it. Okay, that was my answer. Heidi Klum as a worm. Call me a fish because she's a piece of bait that was serving on a line
Yeah.
for me. It was. Wait, you totally cut out, and I bet it was something really funny. What was that?
That went viral everywhere on TikTok.
Oh my god, her eyes in the costume. Oh my god, I lost like an hour of sleep on that one. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift domination alert. Her new album Midnight's #1, over 1 million copies sold, completely took over the Billboard Hot 100. Is Midnight's worth the hype? What are your thoughts on this? We'll go back to Grant.
I haven't listened to it yet. I don't care. I just don't care. I feel like Taylor Swift was very like 20. I'm 20. I'm 21. What's her song?
22.
Oh, 22. Like after she made the transition, I just like have not really followed along, and like I wish her the best of luck.
Okay, respectable. Brendan, T Swift, what's going on? Are you up till midnight tonight listening?
No, honestly, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan at all. I do like her old music. I think that was maybe like the first year that she like released an album. Ever since then, it was just like so boring to me. If someone were to offer me pit tickets to her concert or like a night out, I would much rather take a night out. I'll give the tickets to the needy because those fans are needy. And she's a cat lady and I just like cats.
Wow. I mean, a lot of fire going on over there, Brendan. I gotta say, good for T Swift, but one thing that I want to point out is, back when like Madonna and Mariah Carey, all these pop artists were on the scene, they had to work for those #1 songs. They were selling copies to everyone's mom and dad up and down the block. So I don't know. I think it's very impressive. The numbers, obviously, taking over the top 10, impressive, but I don't know. I mean, like in 10 years, how many of those songs will be pop gems, will stand the test of time? All I gotta say about it. Moving on, Lindsay Lohan is saying "Ho Ho Ho" with an E for the holidays in the upcoming Netflix original "Falling for Christmas." Lohan will play Sierra, a newly engaged hotel heiress who suffers from total amnesia after she gets into a skiing accident. Are you here for this, Ho, or are you thinking no, Ho? We'll go over to Brendan on this one.
I was always a fan of Lindsay Lohan, even when I thought that she was dead for like 3 years, but she wasn't. I've always been a big fan of her, and I think she's a great singer. But these Netflix and Hallmark Christmas movies, they're coming out with the weirdest scenarios, and I don't even know what else is going to be. But I'm very proud of her. I'm happy for her that she's gotten the help that she needed, especially with her success in her Mykonos gay like restaurant or bar club, whatever. I'm so excited for her, and it's probably going to be awful, but I'm excited that she's starting again.
We'll go over to Grant. Grant, Lindsay Lohan on Christmas Netflix movie. What do you think?
I'm honestly so excited. I love her. I feel like she's a beacon for just like inner sexiness and like she like almost turns me on. It's kind of scary. I loved when she was in Mean Girls. That's my favorite movie. Oh my god, 20 out of 10. And I'm just excited for her. I think she got a little too hard on the crack or whatever she was on, but other than that, like, I mean, I think that she's making a comeback and I'm happy for her.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'll probably watch it with, maybe like 5 drinks in tow, but nothing will ever peak the artisticness of my favorite movie that Lindsay Lohan was in, which was the meme of her dancing at her Mykonos club. I mean, that meme is like Emmys, Tonys, give her a goddamn Grammy. I don't care. All the awards for that meme. That was too good. Our bonus 6 topic, we had to add this because, oh lordy, Selena Gomez said that, speaking of, Taylor Swift is her only friend in the music industry. Well, I could be saying this name wrong. Francia Razia, who is the bestie who donated her kidney to Selena Gomez in 2017, commented on that revelation on Instagram. Interesting, and unfollowed Selena. This whole thing, the whole hubbub. Grant, going over to you, what do you think of the situation? Is Bestie Franica, does she have a point, or what's going on?
I honestly don't know because, like, I feel like if you like give your kidney away and then you get salty about it and then you're like, but I feel like there's probably so much more going on behind the scenes that it literally has nothing to fucking do with a kidney because, like, I don't know. I feel like there's more than that's obviously being told.
Mm-hmm. And Brendan, what do you think about the Selena Gomez fallout with the bestie on Instagram?
Well, I can relate to some of those things, but well, not the kidney thing, but I feel bad. I feel bad for both of them in that scenario. I mean, like if you are giving your friend a kidney or just someone a kidney in general, and then it goes downhill like this, something had to have happened, and it's just like so unfortunate. But if it was someone that was like, if it was someone that like pissed me off in a really bad way, I'm sorry, I'm coming in the middle of the night and taking my kidney back.
I like the idea of you like doing like a James Bond, like stuck to the wall, climbing up the apartment complex to like break into the window with the little ice box and be like, "Bitch, give me my kidney."
I'll live stream it.
Brendan, are you insinuating that she kills Selena Gomez?
I mean, I think Selena killed herself with her. I think Selena killed herself with her like singing career. So.
Oh my goodness.
I love Selena.
I gotta say, here's what's funny. Selena said Tay Swift is my best friend in the music industry. When is Selena Gomez's friend Franca or whatever? When is she in the music industry? Like, girl, like it's like if I said Brendan's my favorite gay friend, and then some straight friend goes, "What about me?" Bitch, you ain't gay. Doesn't matter. What do you? Here's the thing too. Also, why are you on Instagram about it? Why don't you text her, girl? I'm still your best friend, right? Grow up. Stop being 15. Who still uses Instagram? Oh my god, it's like a Netflix original movie with Lindsay Lohan. Jesus. Anywho, long story made short. Well, here's our final totals. Grant with 28 points and Brendan with 30 points. Brendan edged out a little today, but Grant, you did a fabulous job on your first time here, and this was such a juicy episode. I mean, I might have to go back and censor a few things, a few allegations made tonight. That's how good it was. But Brendan, any words of advice with your victory that you'd like to share with the world?
I'm not surprised.
Okay, I didn't feel like any advice or anything to take away.
No, I mean, this is the first time that I've won. I'm so happy for myself. I'm gonna go to Disney World to celebrate.
Okay, we'll hook you up on that end. Well, Grant, thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a fun time.
I had an amazing time. Can't wait to come back.
Well, should I drop the news about what's gonna happen with Pop It?
What?
It's going weekly, bitches.
What? Oh my god, I didn't know.
So going forward, because hosts can't be responsible with the schedule, Brendan and Grant will be serving as right now permanent weekly judges on Pop It, or whatever we want to call them. I don't know, hosts, judges, hookers, whatever we want to use term wise. Hookers who judge. And we'll hopefully be bringing out some guests, but I love this show so much. I really want more a Pop It in my life, and I'm so glad to have 2 people in my life who appreciate a pop culture moment as much as I do. So we're going to be hitting a weekly for the most part. I mean, if things happen, but you're going to see more of this. So if you don't like it, time to leave now. Time to get your kidney and go. So, oh, well, hey, thanks again for being on here tonight. And we'll see you next time on Pop It.